So, Studio 666 was written by Dave Grohl and stars the Foo Fighters, and it explores the story of the Foo Fighters struggling to write their 10th studio album. When in need of inspiration, the band is persuaded into staying in a mansion. Little did they know this mansion is haunted, and the possession of Dave Grohl begins. So there wasn't much advertising for this movie at all. In fact, I actually saw the trailer the morning I went to see the movie, the day of the release. It popped up on Facebook.
Nice job, team.
And instantly when I saw it, I was fucking dying of laughter. The thought of Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters in this horror comedy musical, it appealed to me straight away, so I had to go and see it, and I was actually really surprised. It was a really good time. I don't know if Dave Grohl, started his coffee addiction again when he was writing this story, but it is absolutely fucking nuts.
Fresh fire!
You can tell what the filmmakers were trying to do with this movie. There were so many cliches to horrors, like the sound effects when they're turning corners, false jump scares, characters falling when the demons are right behind them, taking the piss out of movies like The Exorcist. It was really smart with what they did, and they pulled it off in such a way where you were laughing, you were shocked, you were disgusted, but it's such a unique experience. One problem I did have with the movie was the pacing. When they start to tease the possession of Dave Grohl, that goes on for about 45 minutes, and then only the last 10 to 15 is when he starts going on his little killing spree. That dragged on for a bit. Some of the special effects were questionable, but I'm assuming this film did have a really small budget, but that was really the only complaint I have.
Okay.
You can tell the band really did have a good time making this movie. They all have their shining moments, and they all just gel so well together. All the comedy really hits. In serious moments, they're still joking around with each other. And it works so well for this type of movie. Some of the kills in this fucking movie I can't even describe them to you. They are just so creative, so fucking disgusting. It's nuts. This is one of those types of movies that only come along, once a year, and I really did have a good time. If you can look at movies and not take them too seriously, you can see that, they're really having a good time with this. They know they're taking the piss. And if you can stomach extreme gore on screen, you're gonna have a really good time with this movie. I highly recommend going to see it. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. So thanks heaps for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.